Hi Chakits, I have been following you and watching your YouTube channel for years.
I have decided to finally relocate to Las Vegas and want to start a new chapter in my life. I know you're the perfect realtor to help guide me to find my next dream home. I am looking for a modern kitchen, large backyard with a pool and a golf course community.
My name is Chakits Krulsawat with Simply Vegas, a licensed real estate agent out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I help buyers like this all the time, so if you're looking for a licensed professional, give us a call at 702-319-1092 or visit lvhomeexperts.com. Buying a home starts here. Is your credit score holding you back from purchasing a home? GC Credit Coaches is a repair company that's made easy. Their goal is to challenge and remove all negative errors that hurt your credit score. On average, GC clients see about 10.2 negative items removed over 4 months. Start improving your credit score today with a simple 2-minute online enrollment for a free consultation and a complete credit audit. GC Credit Coaches offers competitive monthly pricing, no contracts, no hidden fees, and the service stops once you are satisfied. GC Credit Coaches removes inquiries, collections, charge-off bankruptcies, and repossessions. Don't forget to visit gccreditcoaches.com. And welcome live to the LV Home Experts podcast. This is where we talk about real estate and financing and what's going on with the Las Vegas market. So today we're going to be talking about a bunch of things. We're going to be talking about obviously what's going on with the market, some stats. Looks like home pricing has dropped, but believe it or not, condos and townhomes have increased in price. We need to figure out why. Also, we're going to talk about the new limit guidelines for each county, well actually our county. So this is something that you need to be aware of, especially when it comes to FHA, conventional, forming and non-conforming loans. This stuff is very important. Also, we're going to share something with you guys towards the end, so stay tuned. And today we got a very special guest. We got number one, my right-hand man, Joey. You guys know Joey. He is the operations of the CKG group. He pretty much runs the team, and he holds it down. And today we have our special guest. What's going on, Liz? How's everything going, guys?
Hello.
It's going great. Glad to be back on the show.
Yeah, I know it's been a while. I wonder why.
Just been so busy.
So what's going on around the Las Vegas Valley? I mean, there's I'm driving around. I see a bunch of constructions. You guys know what's going on? You want to share some new things going on around the valley?
Yeah, I mean, we have hotels seem to be popping up everywhere now. We have the new one. It's called the Durango Station.
Okay.
That's in the southwest. So it's going to be a nice anchor in between Henderson and the Las Vegas Strip and Summerlin.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Station Casinos. So that's going to be a fantastic component there. It's going to have a nice food court and like high-end restaurants and things like that. So it's going to bring a lot of energy to that whole area. You know
what's fascinating about that build is some of these builders are taking up to 2 years to build a home, and it seems like it only took them 8 months to build a casino. Am I tripping?
That's so
it's
true.
crazy, right?
I mean, it's just so fascinating.
And I think it's like 15 stories too.
I know. It's like they already have like the windows up, frame is already out. I mean, they're like,
done.
They're like roughing inside. I mean, they're like, yo, let's make this thing quick.
Yeah.
Are they working on this like 24 hours a day?
It seems to be.
It seems like
Yeah.
it,
Yeah, because as soon as they're done with this one or the one in the Southwest, they're building one in Inspirata.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
So they just announced that, which is extremely exciting.
Oh, that's good for you, man.
Yeah.
So do you think Inspirata is going to be like the new Summerlin?
I don't know about the new Summerlin, but it's all because of price point, obviously, and you have Red Rock National Park right there as the backdrop, and it's such a mecca for the higher end product, right?
Mm-hmm.
Inspirata is for that middle class to upper middle class family.
Okay.
Depending, because the price point, right? They go up to about just under $1 million, right?
Okay.
But it's going to have such a big draw because not only do we have the hotel component, they're also going to be building a brand new high school. There's some restaurants that just opened up. So a lot more infrastructure is coming to that area, which is going to be, obviously, it's going to be supporting that area. I've been out there since 2015, and there was nothing. Everybody thought I lived in Barstow.
Oh, wow.
When they came to my house, they're like, why did you move to California?
So how's the internet working out there right now?
It's dodgy.
Oh, is it still dodgy?
I have one spot in my house that the internet, my cell phone actually works where I have to go outside.
Okay.
Yeah. There's been times when I've been showing properties in Inspirada and I have to call the agent to actually give me a day code.
Yeah.
Because I can't get my Sentry lock to sync with the lockbox and even be able to open it. It's like I have to walk around like this.
Good news is though they just put up a new tower, so I think that's gonna help out a lot.
Is it like a G5, G6 tower?
Hopefully that'll improve. Yeah.
Hey, man, if you get sick, bro, then we know what's going on. Also, you mentioned something about the Sphere. Somebody's spending $10 million or getting $10 million or something?
Yeah. So
what's that about?
The Sphere is a major entertainment venue, and it's the Sphere because it's circular, right? And the entire Sphere is an LED screen. You guys have to look it up, Google it. It's absolutely fantastic. They're going to have like 300 to 500 movies playing there throughout the year, but big shows. And this year it's supposed to open in the grand opening. They booked U2. So it's massive, right? But they're paying them $10 million.
I mean, give me
$10 million to create. So it's not only for them to play, right, to perform, but they're actually creating the show because that venue is all geared on the visuals. The entire interior is a LED screen, so it's gonna be pretty fantastic. But $10 million. So I'll create a show for for $1 million.
Yeah, give me $1 million. So if you guys don't know Liz, Liz is a licensed real estate agent out here in Las Vegas. What's the company you are with?
I am with a Neon Real Estate.
Neon Real Estate. How long you been selling real estate?
Over 15 years.
Wow, that long?
A long time.
Oh, so you've been in since the market crashed in 2008.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
With the REOs, the short sales, as I'm sure you experienced as well. That whole collapse. Yeah, very much involved with all of that.
Were you here in Vegas that whole time? Wow.
I do want to mention one of the comments that says that your guest has some nice shoes. She's really pulling it down with the shoes. I'm a shoe fanatic, and you know what? You did show me up on the shoes today, which was a little bit disappointing because I was going to wear some shoes. However, the guy that has the best shoes right now is my man Joey. He has outdone everybody. Not the pair that he has
Not
now,
the one I have on.
but he has a pair of shoes that I've seen, and I was like, yo, I got to get these shoes.
What were they?
Louboutins.
Now, well, ask him how much does it cost?
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
$1,100.
$1,100. I mean, that's more than my mortgage payment.
Oh, geez.
I mean, that's
Well, it was my birthday. I wanted to treat.
So, Liz, let me ask you this, because you've been in the upside, the downturn in 2008. How does that actually compare to like what's going on now? Are you like fearful of what's going on within today's market? Do you feel like if things are good? I mean, kind of give me a sense of pulse of like what are you seeing in today's market?
I don't think that we have anything to compare our current market to what we experienced in 2008 to 2010. We still have a very small amount of inventory in our market. I know that there are people that sometimes think, the market will shift. Come the summer, more demand will increase. Sellers will be able to start selling the properties or seller demand will go up. I personally don't think that. I think that the only way that sellers will be able to go into a seller's market from the shift that we're seeing now is if we just have prices completely decline from where we are now.
Okay.
Or interest rates come back.
Or interest rates come back, which I don't foresee that.
So I do want to mention from a all-time high for a detached single-family residence and where we are at today, we're about 13% from an all-time high. Now, the question is, can it go down even further? However, what I've noticed is it has gone down pretty dramatically, but I feel like it just didn't tank. It kind of grabbed.
Market correction.
Yes, and there are more buyers now that I'm dealing with that are at the price point of the 6 to the 500 range that we're going out and we're shopping for a home. And things are moving. Now, 3 months ago, I was a little bit worried. I mean, we went from like 60 escrows down to 19. Like, I was about to pack up this office and do something else, right? No, that's never going to happen. I'm just talking smack. But anyway, you know, in this market as an agent, you always got to see what's going on, and you always got to pivot ahead of the curve, right? And that's the only way to prosper in today's business. And that's what I like about real estate. Every 90 days, it's a whole different market. The conversations that we had 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago is completely different from today, okay? Also, like with the new home builds, what I'm seeing right now is they're still selling, but it's just not flying off the shelves. You know, they want to do some business. Like I've got one right now that I literally negotiated a deal, $35,000 just to make this deal happen. Down to, it was like 535, and originally it was listed at 550, but I've been watching it and it dropped down to like 535. I went in and said, yo, let me get this thing for 500. We can sign a contract today. And I want you to pay 6% towards like all my closing costs, everything, right? And the buy down. And you know what they said? If you give me a contract today, right now, you sign, you make a commitment, we can get it done. But guess what my buyer said? No, I'm not going to move forward. I think what it was is because I made it just way too easy. You know what I mean? We as agents, we help our clients identify what they're looking for and educate our clients. And sometimes, you know, we can hurt ourselves as agents as far as, okay, based upon what you're looking for, this is it. You got 2 homes, let me know. And you negotiate the deal. You put your best foot forward because you have a relationship with the builder. But then the client, the consumer, realizes that, wait, he just negotiated this way too easy. Maybe I can get more down.
Yeah, or they want to say, well, if it was that easy, let's see what else is out there.
What else I can get.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that's what I'm seeing buyers, and that's okay because if you're spending $500,000, I expect you to shop around.
Yeah.
But also, you know, this is not a time to be playing games. It's like, if you like the property, let's go in swinging hard. And a lot of my clients, you know, we're going below the asking price and also asking for closing costs.
Yeah.
Because I know we're going to get a counter. You're always going to get a counter because the sellers, they actually want to sell, okay? I mean, sometimes you will get a rejection, but I want to say probably 9 times out of 10, you'll get a counter.
Yeah.
But you're not going to be happy with that counter, right? What kind of price reductions are you guys seeing as far as negotiating wise? What are you guys asking for?
Well, to piggyback on the story that you just shared, I had one recently with a client where I negotiated $20,000 off the sales price and asked for $17,000 in closing costs. And my client, once we were getting ready to send to the EMD, they said, oh, well, this other house just came on the market. Think you can work out that same deal for this one. And the property that I submitted that offer for had been sitting on the market for over 35 days, and the sellers wanted to get it moved. So I can relate to that. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of agents are starting to see that, where sometimes because of the quote unquote amount of inventory that really isn't moving, buyers are just being very selective and say, well, if I can get this deal, what if I wait a little bit longer and maybe can try and get that same deal on something else?
I'm going to tell you, you don't want to wait, because I just had this conversation with Joey, and you want to probably elaborate on this story, Joey, and I think this is very important for people that are interested in buying a home in today's market. If there's an opportunity out there, you got to pounce on that opportunity. Tell the story about the Toll Brothers with
Mesa
a client.
Ridge.
Yes, Mesa Ridge. Go ahead.
So Chakits and I, Chakits started working with this buyer 2 years ago, and I started working with him as well. And he's been in and out of contract, or not in and out of contract, but in and out of communities. And we finally zeroed in on Mesa Ridge. And he was there, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And he could have pulled the trigger for much less.
Yes.
So now, fast forward to last week, there were 5 lots at Mesa Ridge that just weren't moving at all. You know, when the market correction happened, they sat dormant. Nobody was showing any interest on these lots. And he was like, you know what? I like lot 29. I want to go after it. I said, okay, well, let me drive down there, do a FaceTime tour with you, make sure that it's the one for you. He was like, all right, perfect. So I go over there, talk to the sales agent, and he's like, yeah, nobody's sniffing around. It's all yours if you want it. I was like, perfect. So I go over there, do the FaceTime tour. He absolutely loves it. Let's go ahead and make an offer. The lot premium is $650,000. So we were going to offer, I'm not going to say the offer, but we were going to put in an offer. And I go back to the sales office. A young gentleman standing there in front of the map with it pulled up. I was making a joke. I go, whoa. I go, you're not taking lot 29. He was like, no, I'm taking lot 28. My dad's taking lot 29. I was like, what? Wait a second. I was just here like 10 minutes ago. I'm like, wait. I go, Craig, that's our lot. He goes, sorry, his dad was in the model for like the past 30 minutes, came out, said that he wanted it. We're going to write it up. He goes, you can submit a backup offer though if you want.
Yeah.
I was like, gosh. So then lot 27 was available. I said to our client, maybe you should, look at 27. He's like, yeah, I'm going to think about it. So he drove in and we were looking at it.
This is probably about a week later, right?
Gone. And that one was it 450,000. So 650, 450, and then a 450. No, excuse me, 350 lot.
Wow.
Gone, just like that.
Losing
Just now the base price of these homes are $1.5 million, just under $1.6 million. So you have $1.6 million plus the lot premium. And then with Toll Brothers, you're at 25% easily between structural and design center options.
Oh yeah.
And 25% is just kind of like entry level.
Yeah, it is. Like if you're not if you want to like the model, you're at like 50%.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's bare bones. Yeah.
So if it doesn't matter what level you're at. The point of the story is if you do see something in this market that you like, the deals are out there and people understand that the buyers are out there. They're motivated. They took a step back when interest rates went up. Now they understand their affordability. Now we're sitting, I think, at 6.125%. Now they understand their affordability and what the builders or the sellers are actually offering, which is tremendous compared to what we were seeing last year. So if you see a house, it's priced right and the incentives are good, and it fits the family's lifestyle, pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Just buy it, right?
Just buy it.
Yeah.
Isn't that just crazy? Like, you would think in today's market, like, it wouldn't be that way. And it also really depends on, like, certain, like, locations. It's like, you have, like, these little weird pockets where things, like, will move very fast, very quickly, right? And things won't move, just depending on the location. Yeah. Now, also, one thing I do want to mention, guys, where you're really going to get, like, your deals are going to be really the standing inventory list, believe it or not, from builders. Now, does somebody want to elaborate on what is the standing inventory list so that way we can share that with the viewers?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So the standing inventory is what builders have that's already completed, or maybe that's going to be completed in the next 60 or 30 days. Yeah. And it could either be a fallout from a buyer that canceled, couldn't apply for, couldn't get approved for financing, or it's just something that the home builder spec'd out.
Okay. Also, I do want to let you guys know that we have created a special website for you guys, which is the Builder Standing Inventory. Okay. So we are the only CKG team in Las Vegas that has full access to the standing inventory. So if you guys would like a list of standing inventory, let me give an example here. Okay. We have Richmond American Homes. We have Lennar. We're talking about hundreds and hundreds of homes. This is where you're going to get your deal. So if you guys want that list, all you have to do is click in the link in the description. It will take you to this landing page to get your list today at no cost. That's right. It is free. Okay. All you got to do is enter your first name, last name, email address, and telephone number, and just pick and choose which inventory list you want. And what happens within 24 hours, we will send you that list. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you this. Do not pick every single thing on that list. Let me know what builders you guys actually want, and also the price point as well, because this is going to be important, right? Because it's just not easy. It's not automated, because we update this on a consistent basis. Now, I want to get into a quick commercial break. So let me break down the sponsors real quick. Here we go. Are you guys ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Attention contractors, remodelers, and homeowners. Is your renovation becoming a pain in the glass? Here at Glass Vegas, we take care of all of your glass needs, from a broken window to custom shower doors, mirrors, wine enclosures, storefronts, railings, and much more. We can even help you with new or replacement thermally broken windows. We're a full-service, woman-owned glass company that provides unparalleled workmanship, excellent communication, and great customer service. Glass Vegas, we do glass with class.
Does your house look like and have you been considering remodeling your home for some time now? Well, if you love real estate like I do and appreciate the attention to detail in the craftsmanship required to build a remodel or a gorgeous home, then I got the perfect company for you. Guys, I highly recommend Design Zone Remodeling. They are a stellar company that will turn your outdated home into your own personal sanctuary. They specialize in bathroom remodels, kitchen remodels, and full house remodels. Design Zone Remodeling has a reputation for excellent workmanship, competitive fees, and being able to offer a wide range of services and deliver the outstanding results to their clients. I use Design Zone Remodeling on my personal properties. Give Design Zone Remodeling a call today at 725-223-0871 or visit their website at designzoneremodeling.com to request a free consultation today.
All right, guys, we are back. LV Home Experts Podcast. This is where we talk about real estate and financing. If this is your first time tuning in, my name is Chakits Krulsawat with Simply Vegas, licensed real estate agent out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I've got my right-hand man, Joey, and we have Liz. All right, we are back. So, a couple things I want to go over. What's going on with the Las Vegas housing market. This is important because this is where we're going to break down all the data. So, as of right now, the current active listings, and I'm talking about condos, manufactured homes, single-family residence, and townhomes. We're talking about everything. We have 6,201 properties currently available on the market. That's actually down. Inventory's down 5.6% from last week of 6,570 homes. Now, if we take a look at the median price point across the board, I'm talking about everything right now, right? 379,000 down 3.5%. That's right, from $393,000. Now, I'm going to talk about single-family residence. This is very important. And single-family residence, we're going to talk about detached homes because majority of our buyers are buying detached single-family residence, right? The average household income now in this state is roughly about $70,000, and at $70,000, you're really approved for about $450 with a debt-to-income ratio about 45%, right? So you still have the opportunity to buy a home, and there's a lot of homes out there at the $450 range. It just really comes down to, do you like the location? Do you like the style? Do you like the taste of the home? So let's look at some of this numbers here. So for detached single-family residence, as of today, we have 4,885 homes available for sale. That's actually down 6.2 from a standing inventory of 5,212 homes. Now, if we take a look at the median price point for a home today, right, it's $407,495. The average days on the market right now is 50 days. The price per square foot, you're going to have to take a look at this because, you know, when you're buying a home, you're always going to use this as a barometer to kind of gauge of what your money can buy. It's $233 a square foot. It actually dropped 5.1%. I mean, buying a home at $407,000, is that a lot of money to you guys? Because I remember when I bought my first home, it was a bank-owned property. It was listed at $185,000, but I bought it for $195,000 because of the location. You know, some people think $407,000 is a lot of money. But the question is, are you buying the price of the home or are you buying the mortgage? And I think that's what people need to take a look at, right? Because I have clients call me all the time, hey, I'm looking to buy a home at this price point, but it becomes a shock once they see what their mortgage is.
Yeah, I think everybody is buying a home on payment these days.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, especially with the rising interest rates.
Yeah.
You know, compared to what we, you know, last year you're looking at a home that was $600,000 with the same payment as a $400,000 home, right? Mm-hmm. So, I don't know, $400,000 over 30 years, and especially if you spend the next 5 to 10 years in the home, it's not a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know?
No, absolutely. But something that I always tell my clients is you have to be ready for that commitment. excuse me, you can't just rely on the fact that I know a lot of agents say, well, the interest rates will come down and you'll be able to refinance. But what if the interest rates stay steady, for the next couple of years? Then you're stuck with a mortgage that you're truly not comfortable with and you were trying to stretch yourself with.
Here's my concern. The only time that interest rates will actually go down is obviously if the feds would drop it, right? And the only reason why they would drop it is that if the market starts to go out of control, what the feds are going to do is drop the interest rate so that way they can print more money. But then you're going to be interested in buying a home because rates are low.
And then everybody else is buying.
But then here's the problem. If you did buy now and home prices did drop because of interest rates, right? Because that's the only time the feds are going to drop the interest rates, when things just go skyrocket. So they drop the interest rate to pump more money into the supply line so that way they can get more activity, right? Because that's how they pay taxes and all this stuff, right? But then the problem is that home pricing will go down. If home pricing goes down, now you're not in an equity position to finance out of that deal. So how do you have this conversation with somebody that has that thought process like myself?
Repeat me the question, Chakits.
Okay, I lost my train of thought. Okay.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is this. Some agents out there are saying that buy a home now and you can refinance. But one of the things that you have to watch out for is the only time you can refinance is if you're in an equity position.
That's right.
If you're not in an equity position, market does tank, but now interest rates are lower, so that way they can pump that economy back up. If you're kind of caught in that tidal wave, you're pretty much screwed. Mm-hmm. So if I was a buyer and I had that logic thinking, and I'm speaking to you as an agent, right? How do you, I don't want to say convince because it's not about convince. How do you have that conversation to, let's have a different mindset or a different process? So like, how do you overcome that objection, I guess?
Well, I feel that one, it's still better than you renting and paying somebody else's mortgage.
Okay.
That's number one. But number two, it's going back to the fundamentals of not buying something where you're not going to feel comfortable financially paying that mortgage. Mm-hmm. I think that's extremely important to have that conversation with your clients. I have a client right now that qualifies for $400,000.
Can you get that mic a little bit closer?
But really the payment that they're comfortable with is right around $2,000, which would put them right in that $350 range. Mm-hmm. So we have to stay focused on what they feel comfortable paying, what not necessarily they qualify for.
I just feel like $350, you can get shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
you'd be surprised.
You're going to have to settle. Your expectations as a buyer is completely different at $350. Let me tell you.
Mm-hmm. And I'm happy you said that, because that's why sitting down with a real estate professional and having a buyer consultation and getting pre-approved before you go out there and start house shopping, because in so many cases you have people going out there visiting new home sites and looking online and they fall in love with the house, they're window shopping, and then come to find out, like, your buyer is more payment conscious and they can only afford that $350, and then they get completely discouraged and they take themselves completely out of the market. Mm-hmm. So if you are out there and you are thinking about buying a home, make sure you crunch the numbers before you go shopping.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, I had a client today that we just got approved. I think it was on like $330, whatever it was, and he wanted to buy a new home for $330. I'm like, man, show me a home, brand new home for $330. So there's one that's starting off at $330, but it's on the east side of the town.
Or Paran.
And you also got to look at the location. You always got to look at the resale value too as well, because that's how I look at homes, because eventually you're going to end up selling the home. But there just wasn't anything out there. So we looked at resale homes and everything just looks like not worthy of what he wants. So I said, look, man, you're at $330. Have you considered a townhome? No, I don't want a townhome. Townhome sucks. Hold on, man. Let's take a look at this, because here's the thing. Instead of, spending the money because you're so focused on this, why don't we focus on a strategy where if you ever decide that you want to rent it out, you can rent it out. The first thing that you probably want to take a look at is probably location-wise, right? So we were able to find one in a banging location, right, for like $330,000. And this thing's 1,500 square feet, 3 bedrooms. You have.
This was on the northeast side of town?
No, this is over here in Henderson.
Oh, really?
That's right off of Stephanie. And we literally just wrote an offer on the deal. And it really makes sense, right? So I guess my point that I'm trying to come across is that you got to get with an agent, but then also get educated of what's going on too as well. You can't just go online and look at the base price and thinking, hey, man, this is what they're selling at. That's not how it works, especially when you're building a home. You know, when you're looking at homes around the 500,000 range, your premium's probably going to be about 15% of the base price. That's kind of like the rule of thumb. Anything above that, you're going to run into appraisal problems, right? However, this works for a client because it's going to be a vacation home, and also if he wants to rent it later on down the line, he can rent it down the line and, you know, get some cash flow, and he's got a good place and a good location. So at the end of the day, you're not going to get 10 out of 10. That's my point.
Yeah, it just comes down to affordability and what's available in the market. You know, I mean, you can only afford what you can afford and what you're comfortable with, right? And some people want that extra cushion. You know, if they can go to 450, but they want to stay at 400 because just in case anything happens, they don't pull full 40 hours of work. They can always, you know, have that cushion. But, you know, to your point, you know, that's been like the pitch, you know, with all these real estate agents. You know, you're married to the house, not the rate, but you can't look at it that way, right?
Yeah.
You got to look at it if the market does continue to decline, and if this is gonna be a short-term play and it's only a 3-year play for you, and then you're gonna bounce to another city or state, you need to make sure that you're gonna have that equity to where you can either refinance or you can sell it and not go backwards.
Exactly.
You know, one of the problems I'm having with some buyers, I don't want to say it's a problem, something that I've noticed. Buyers are willing to submit offers and buy a home if they can get a discounted price. Then I always revert back and ask them, okay, I get you a $30,000 discount price, right? But you're really not in love with the home. You're more infatuated of getting a great deal or steal. But what happens 6 months later, it tanks. You lose all that equity. Are you going to be happy with the home? So the point I'm making is that don't stay focused on trying to get the best deal or trying to get the steal, and that's the only reason why you're buying a home. You should be buying a home because you like the home first. Because if you like the home, it doesn't matter if you lose that $30,000. You like the home. I would rather like the home and go down $30,000 versus it goes down $30,000. I hate this damn thing. Yeah. Now you're stuck.
Right. Yeah.
And you don't want to be in that position. Also, another thing, if you are planning on selling your home, please take advice from your listing agent. It doesn't have to be us, whoever you're working with. That agent knows the market very well. We had another case where, you know, we got a great offer on the home. Didn't want to accept the offer. And now where are we at, Joey? Kind of explain that story.
Yeah, so I have a client who is looking to move out of a specific area, and he wants to move into SUMMERLIN. And he has a full family, the mom, the dad, the wife, the son. It's a full-blown, like 3 generations in this house. And they want to move to a bigger house in SUMMERLIN. And I brought them a $750,000 cash offer around Thanksgiving. And they said they couldn't find another house in time. And I said, I have the perfect house from you. Just make the time and let's go take a look at it. Well, they didn't make the time, and that buyer left. They said, okay, fine, we're going to go find another house. There's a model match with a pool right down the street that dropped their price down to $699. And it's under contract. It went under contract this weekend. I'm not sure what it's going to sell for.
Man.
But my guess is probably going to be under that $699. So they left $50,000 on the table, and they have to sell this house in order to use the proceeds to purchase a new one. They can't qualify for a loan yet because they haven't been on the job long enough. So they need all the proceeds to buy a new house. So now they're stuck. So, and I told them, you have to sell the house. You have to take this offer. We'll figure it out. And unfortunately, I love them. They're great people. Been working with them for a very long time. And now we're in this situation where they might not sell their home for what they need to in order to buy the next one.
Liz, have you ever ran into a situation like this?
Oh, I have one right now, actually. This one is with an off-market deal. One of my investors gave me an offer on the property, gave me the offer at $320 back in November. My client said, all right, well, let us think about it. I said, if you guys are going to want to move, let's move on it now, because I can't guarantee that my investor is going to give you the same offer even in 2 weeks from now. Sure enough, my clients just came back and said, okay, I think we found a property. Let's go see it. Let's submit an offer. They fell in love with the house. I went back to my investor. My investor now came back at $280,000.
Oh, man.
I went back to another investor, and that investor said, I can't do anything more than $220. So now my clients are like, we should have jumped on it. And mind you, I've been working with these clients for close to 2 years. And originally, when they were looking to buy, they were right in that 340 range. Now, for those exact same homes in those neighborhoods, we're looking at 440 to 470.
Oh, wow.
And on top of that, their home value with their current home that they need to sell in order to be able to get into the next home. That's also depreciating in value.
So what is your seller going to do now?
They're waiting.
So they're just going to wait
for another offer?
Yeah. They said they're going to wait and see if it gets any better during the summer, which I personally don't think it will.
Okay. What about you, Joe? What are you going to do with your seller at this point?
Well, we're going to just keep hosting open houses and hopefully we'll get another buyer. I mean, that's the only thing we can do. You know, it's being marketed. I think the house is priced well. Actually, we're at $769. That's what the house is listed at.
And the one with the pool sold for how much?
It was listed at, they dropped it to $699 because they were in a position to where they needed to sell because they already relocated for work to another state. And that house was already under contract and it appraised for $750.
Oh, wow. See, the problem with that is the next buyer that looks at it, they're going to say, why would I pay this price? But this price, you know, with all the pools and the bells and whistles, it has all this.
And it just dropped the comps in the area.
Yeah.
So now they're going to be looking at that. So
I keep telling clients sold comps over 30 days are old comps.
Yeah.
I'm only looking, I've started to call now the buyer's agent on the properties that are under contract and asking them if their offer was significantly below list. So I can already expect on my listing how to educate my sellers on where they're going to need to price the property, because by the time that we list, that property is going to be closing and that will now be the newest comp.
Yeah.
So I spoke to one of my friends that, you know, flip homes for a living. I mean, they do over 100-something homes. And he was telling me that they're getting offers now on their homes, but a lot of them are actually falling out of escrow. So what's happening is that they're negotiating the deal up front. They go inside, do the inspection, and, you know, obviously some things will come up, and basically the buyers end up backing out of the deal because they find something else. Isn't that crazy? Because things are constantly, you know, popping up on the market, and I'm running across a situation where I have a buyer where we're looking at homes and it's not quite what she wants, but I'm like, dude, you can't get 10 out of 10, but then something else pops up, we go look at that, then we missed the opportunity on this when we could have move forward with this deal, and now she's dwelling on that deal like, oh, we should have got this. I've been telling you.
Yeah.
Like it's not about sales. It's not about, well, this is not what we do. We don't push you to buy a home. We just know what's going on. We have a pulse on the market, right? Now, I'm not saying go out and buy a home. That's totally up to you, depending on your financial situation and all that stuff. You know, this show is really for you guys to understand, you know, what's going on with the marketplace. But then you need to make that decision. I mean, there's times where we literally just had a client that is pretty much bought out of the market. What she wants doesn't exist. So right now she's got to park the brakes, right? Until she gets more money or cosign, whatever it is. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, there's really nothing you could do about it.
Yeah. There's always going to be something else on the market. There's
Yeah.
always going to be the next property. But are you going to keep, it's like the over-analysis paralysis analogy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like just make a decision.
Yeah.
If you find something that you like, the numbers work, and it fits your family's lifestyle, it's in the school district, all those things, buy the house if it makes sense. It's like going to Cheesecake Factory, right? The way the server comes over, gives you the menu, you're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to have that. And she comes back over, are you ready? Oh, wait, hold on, I need a few more minutes. And then you're looking for something else, and you identify something else, and it's like, I hate going to that place.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I was just out there the other day. Caesar's Palace.
Nice.
The Form Shops. I like that place. I don't know why. Matter of fact, I went over to that shoe store. They didn't have that shoe that Joey had because I want to buy a shoe like that, but a different color. But anyway, let's move on to townhomes because I think this is important. Right now, I have a client that's looking to purchase a townhome. So the standing inventory for a townhome as of today, we currently have 513 townhomes, okay? Now, inventory has dropped about 3.2%. The median price point for a townhome right now is $311,000 at $229 a square foot. Average days on the market is actually 18 days. Now, home pricing on townhomes have increased by 5.3%. The question is why? This is where we go back with me telling the story where, you know, home pricing on detached single family residence, it's dropping. There's more inventory, but there may not be that home that you really fall in love with, because around that 407 range, you're not going to get a top tier home at that entry level at this point, right? Maybe at the 450 range, you can get, you know, kind of like the bells and whistles, but at the 407, that's medium price point.
I'm trying to challenge that a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on taste.
Yeah.
And I'm just coming from a perspective of my clients where they're at that price point. They're just shopping around. They're like, no, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Yeah. Maybe I'm just not a good closer. I don't know.
I mean, I just showed a property this weekend right off of the Silverado Ranch community in a gated subdivision. Yeah. And the investor went in and redid everything. I think it was 1567 square feet, 3-bedroom. I mean, you guys, brand new floors, brand new windows, all new kitchen cabinets, listed right at $399. So, and it had no offers. It had been sitting on the market for over 15 days already.
Wow.
So, and I was really impressed with the finishes and, the craftsmanship, because, sometimes you have those investor specials where they go in and
investor specials.
And they go in and they just kind of like cut corners, and you can notice that, right? The instant that you walk into the property. But this house was turnkey. All it needed were blinds all throughout. That was it. That was the only thing they didn't do.
Is it still available?
It is. I can send you the address if you want.
All right.
Okay. So how many days has it been on the market?
Well, I showed it this weekend, and it had been on the market for 15 days.
All right. Well, it has 15 more days. We'll see.
Yeah. Right under 400. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I would think that the townhomes, because there are a lot of nice townhomes out there, but I think it's such an affordable price point that's where most people are gravitating towards, because they want that $2,000, $1,800 a month payment, and that's where they're going to find it. So there's more demand in that sector, so you're going to see those prices go up.
And I think if you're willing to go to townhomes, you're going to have a better location at 400 and less versus trying to do the break entry level at the 407 mark for a house. Now, what I've noticed, a lot of these townhomes, the HOA also includes sometimes the water, trash, and also the sewage. Mm-hmm. I have one right now, also includes the cable, which is great. Yeah. And a lot of them are gated. A lot of them have pools, and a lot of them have two-car garage. So the only thing that's different is you're just separated by one wall. If you can get over that, you do have some opportunity. Now, I want to take a look at condos, because this is dear to my heart, because I have a condo that I rehabbed, and this thing is like freaking tricked out, and I overspent on it. However, I'll make a couple bucks, but anyway. Right now, condos, we have a total of 728 available. Now, this is actually down by 1.8%. So inventory is going a little bit low, but the most fascinating part here, if you're going to buy a 2-bedroom condo, the median price point right now is $217,000 at $215 a square foot. Average days on the market is 15 days. That's pretty stellar.
Yeah.
And the pricing has literally gone up 3.3% on a condo.
Yeah, we have a nice one in that same community as yours in Seven Hills.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Market next week.
Oh, yeah. That's one of our listings. Yeah.
2-bedroom, 2-bath.
Let's talk about that real quick. The one that I have is a 1-bedroom. We just sold it for $225. We're about to close. And I'm sure you guys already seen this on our second channel where we did that whole flip. I'm not making any money, guys. I'm taking a loss. And this is my first loss. It is what it is. It's time to readjust. But we have a 2-bedroom condo that's coming up in the same area. What's the asking price on this one?
$257.
$257? Mm-hmm. All right.
$257. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 950 square feet, second floor.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm also going to have a link in the description below once the listing comes out. Are we doing a pocket listing on this?
I have a signed listing agreement.
Okay.
It just hasn't hit the market. I just had it fully painted.
Okay.
New light fixtures and stuff like that.
You know what? Let's do something creative. If you guys are actually interested in this property, right? You guys are gonna have first dibs right on this show. Reach on out to us. Let us know that you want more information, and we'll get you the information that you need, so that way you guys can actually take a look at this property. Right? It's kind of like a standing inventory, right?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You get first dibs. So
first dibs.
If somebody comes to you right now and says, "Yo, I will buy this for $250,000, would your seller take it?"
I think he would.
See? And that's what's great about off-market deals. Now, here at Simply Vegas, we get a bunch of laundry list of pocket listings. Joey, kind of explain what a pocket listing is and how does that benefit our buyers and all the people that are watching this channel?
Well, a pocket listing is a listing or a property that doesn't hit the MLS. It is an agreement between us and the seller, and they say, if you can get me a specific price for my property, then we'll go ahead and sell it. And really the benefits of that is you don't really have to compete with many people. You know, we send our pocket listings out to our database, and based on everyone's interest level, you know, we'll do video tours and things like that. And if there's an interest, then, you know, we'll put together a deal. But you're not competing with the masses that are looking on the MLS or these wholesalers that are trying to take up the deals.
All right. So before we do that, let me pitch this real quick. Let's take a look at this baby. All right. Take a look at this. All brand new stainless steel appliance.
Gorgeous.
Full overlay cabinets. White checker, soft closing cabinets. Beautiful subway backsplash. If you look at the flooring, tile, rent ready. That's what I'm talking about. 1/8 grout lines. Look how beautiful this thing is. Okay, this is a 2-bedroom, first floor. You got all brand new 8-inch baseboards, all new texture. If you even look at the popcorn ceilings, has been scraped. Property also comes with blinds. You also have this nice marble stacked stone on the fireplace. Look how open and look how beautiful this is. Yeah, all brand new doors. Okay, I'm going to kind of go through. Oh, look at this kitchen. Look at this. You see all this right here? I put all this together right here. The standard does not come with this. So you have like a little bar area. You can't tell me this is not gorgeous. So for the price of $235,000, matter of fact, I have an appraisal on this, okay? There is nothing wrong with this home at this time. Full appraisal at $235,000. So if you guys are interested in this property, let us know in the comments below. It is a 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, all brand new doors, all brand new hardware. Everything is just top notch. Now, Liz, do you have anything for sale that you may want to pitch?
Right now, I don't. I just have some off-market deals, and my client, 3 of my clients do not want to list on the MLS. They want off-market.
I think off-market kind of gives that little stigma, like I have something that nobody has, right? So if you want it, come and get it, right?
Yeah.
Is that the way it goes?
Well, you know, they really would like an investor. On 3 of those properties, 2 of them, I have elderly clients.
Yeah.
One of them, she's very ill, and she just does not want to have people coming in and out of the house. So that's, you know, the issue with that. But that's where having relationships with investors, as I'm sure you guys know as well, is so important, because they can come in and give you.
Can you pull that mic up a little bit?
They can come in and give you an off-market
you might have to
offer
pull
on
it
the
up.
Property. Let me see.
There you go. Pull it up. There you go.
All right.
Okay, so you are a member of, what's the name of that club?
NAREP, which is
NAREP.
the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals.
Let's talk about that. What is that? I mean, everybody has, you know, they're a member of the National Association of Realtors, and we're at the local level, the GLVR. What is this, like an extension? What's going on with this?
Well, more than anything, NAREP was created to be able to help build generational wealth to the Hispanic Latin community that has been really underserved. You know, educating them on how to be able to buy real estate, how to be able to build that wealth through different generations and be able to pass that on, being able to also educate agents on the impact of the Latino community and real estate.
And what's your title over there?
I am currently the vice president for 2023.
Okay. And what's the membership fee, and how does all that work?
We have a membership fee of $49. Anybody can join. You don't have to be a real estate agent or in the real estate industry to be a member. We provide a wealth of knowledge. We have the Wealth Project as well that gets released every year, giving all sorts of statistics on the Hispanic market and what our numbers are looking like for home ownership, for investments, and it gives a really extensive breakdown.
Okay. And I think what we're doing is we're putting an event together. We're talking about the event. You want to just kind of elaborate on this event and what your thought process is as far as what we're putting together?
Yeah,
explain to the audience.
I'm really excited to be able to bring your knowledge and your expertise with YouTube and be able to do an educational workshop with real estate agents or really anybody who's interested in maybe getting into that field. and we are going to be hosting it at a brand new construction with, we're still debating whether it's going to be Toll Brothers or Tri-Point.
Okay.
But we will be hosting it at a model home. And Mr. Chakits is going to be giving everyone some pointers on how to use their gimbals, their GoPros, how to do home tours, how to be able to tap into the market of YouTube. So I'm very excited for that.
Now, also, you guys don't even have to be a real estate agent. So think about this. If you're just an average person out there, you want to learn how to make money on YouTube just by doing video home tours, you could do collaborations. Number one, you can make money from YouTube. Number two is you can collaborate with a agent where if you get the leads and you have the right landing page, you can outsource those leads to that agent, right? If you're an agent that don't even have enough time, you can hire somebody to do the video home tours for you, outsource the leads that way. We talked about we're going to have, a minimum of 20 because we don't want to oversaturate the room. Now, what you guys will learn here is how to build a relationship with the builder, how to understand the products, the materials. We're going to talk about angle lighting, right? How to get this thing uploaded. We're going to show you everything to get started. Also, what we're going to do is we're going to give away our free course, Realtor Academy. So we're going to do a drawing. We're going to have some vendors out there too as well. We don't have a set date yet, but we're talking about it sometime next month. I think probably maybe 8th, 9th, or 10th. We're not too sure yet. But stay tuned because we're going to be bringing that to you guys. And I think this is really good information, especially for all the new agents out there. Because if you're not on social media in today's market, you're out of this market.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a rock bottom. You could do paper ad clicks. You can have as many friends as you want. But if you're not on social media, you're out of the game. Would you guys agree?
I agree.
Yes.
I mean, our whole team is doing it. I mean, we have a coaching program too as well. Joey is a coach. Right? So if you guys are interested in joining the team, we're about to launch, Six-Figure Agent here.
Six-Figure Agent, yeah.
Should be next week. We already have probably like 28 videos. However, we have probably another 60, 70 more videos to do. So if you're a brand new agent, this is a course for you. We show you where to get the license, the things that you have to look out for. When you get started, what are the steps? How to find the right brokerage, right? What is the next steps from there? It's just not only business cards, how to network, how to talk to people, how to generate leads instantly. Do you want to focus on the luxury side, right? We literally break everything down. Well, Joey does. I'm just behind the scenes.
And the great thing is that once you get the course, you have full lifetime access to it. So there's videos that are going to be uploaded constantly.
Correct.
Weekly, if not, if it's not bi-weekly, it's weekly. So anytime that we learn something new or it's something that we're excited to share, then it's going to be involved in the course or included in the course.
And this is Six-Figure Agent. In addition to that, we are also having a mentor, a coaching program, where if you guys want to come on board, which is we're getting tons of agents now, we're going to literally coach you and show you how to build six figures, because building six figures is not as hard as people think it is. In addition to that, it was hard for me just due to the fact that when I came in, I was an introvert. I didn't know nobody, right? I didn't know how to run a business. Look, between all of us, right, this is over 30 years experience. We put all this in the videos. If you follow the steps, it's a quicker path to succeed. And that's just the bottom line.
Yep.
Okay? All right, so we're going to end this video until next week, Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. If you guys haven't had a chance to check out our second channel, Chakits 2.0, if you guys just love real estate, anything about Las Vegas, just vlog style. Also, if you guys want up-to-date information live, follow us on Instagram. Other than that, until next time, peace.
Is your credit score holding you back from purchasing a home? GC Credit Coaches is a repair company that's made easy. Their goal is to challenge and remove all negative errors that hurt your credit score. On average, GC clients see about 10.2 negative items removed over 4 months. Start improving your credit score today with a simple 2-minute online enrollment for a free consultation and a complete credit audit. GC Credit Coaches offers competitive monthly pricing, no contracts, no hidden fees, and the service stops once you are satisfied. GC Credit Coaches removes inquiries, collections, charge-off, bankruptcies, and repossessions. Don't forget to visit gccreditcoaches.com.
Attention contractors, remodelers, and homeowners. Is your renovation becoming a pain in the glass? Here at Glass Vegas, we take care of all of your glass needs, from a broken window to custom shower doors, mirrors, wine enclosures, storefronts, railings, and much more. We can even help you with new or replacement thermally broken windows. We're a full-service, woman-owned glass company that provides unparalleled workmanship, excellent communication, and great customer service. Glass Vegas, we do glass with class.